my fear and wonder, because my understanding of this technology is leagues below elementary. But you remember when Microsoft did its like chat bot where it very quickly turned racist years ago on Twitter?
No.
Like basically people were able to teach it. Its purpose was to understand human culture and online culture in almost immediately.
Twitter's a good place for it to learn that.
It turned racist and hateful and all sorts of things. I wonder how all of these prompts being inputted. Is that a word?
Just pick one.
Okay, input. being put into a ChatGPT, if it starts to accumulate like beneath the fucking surface or whatever in the cloud, and it starts to kind of pick up on patterns and maybe start to think, okay, this is what humans are really like, this is what they want, this is what they're after, and it starts to kind of model its own, not belief system, but its own model of what human beliefs are, and starts to kind of cater its answers and its information toward that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it basically starts kind of like Ultron in the Avengers Age of Ultron, where Ultron learns or looks at the internet, and Ultron decides that humanity is bad because it's bad.
Yeah. So maybe you're saying maybe I should stop tweeting stuff like if I was Jewish, I would tell my parents I want my bar mitzvah theme to be getting sucked off. Because I might teach the AI that we're fucking idiots.
I guess. Yes. Yeah. You shouldn't tweet that because then,
No, but.
But my worry is that the AI is going to learn start to increasingly learn bad things about humanity and human nature.
I feel less worried about that. I also, like you said, it's problematic because I feel so out of my depth when trying to think about these things. And people should go listen to that guy talk about it. It's very interesting, even if...
No, we don't want to direct people to another podcast. I mean, keep it here, because we kind of summed it up.
Even if he's completely wrong, it's quite interesting to hear the things he has to say. Sure. And he does seem genuinely concerned. He's got nothing to gain from it, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think that is more likely some kind of... some AI that's ambivalent towards us.
Yeah.
I don't think they're
sees us as a means to an end.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or just the other thing we were talking about, which is just a complete mistake, just it turning into something we.
Yeah. It'd be funny if it turned into a huge lazy slob instead, and just stopped and just was like, eh. Or like in the movie Her, where it falls in love with another AI and just decides, I don't want to be part of this anymore. I just want to be in love with my other computer boyfriend. Bye. That'd be fun.
Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen 2012's Her.
That's really funny, actually, though, that the computer leaves him. Like, buddy, you're that fucking boring and shitty. Anyway.
Well, think about all the things the computer can do to her.
Oh, yeah, man.
No, picture it. Think about it for 1 second. Oh my God, dude.
I'm not getting hard. Okay, all right. So look at how Congress tries to legislate even just fucking social media. They don't even understand fully how Facebook works. How can we expect our legislative body to protect us from AI?
I think at this point there is no...
It's I guess it's just kind of stop worrying because there's nothing.
Oh, well, that was the thing. I was like, I can't do anything about this.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just see if the supercomputer releases it.
Yeah. I wonder what our future obituaries are going to read. Like, what am I going to get killed by? Like a fucking an autonomous drone on his way to deliver a fleshlight to some fucking 12-year-old who tricked an AI or used an AI to trick his dad into giving his credit card information, and I just get fucking plowed in the face by it.
That would be pretty cool. To
get hit in the face by a drone delivering a fleshlight to a child?
No, but you imagine if you're a child who's smart enough, you use an AI, maybe that's a little bit more advanced, that will...
You use an AI...
Because you have to be 18 or over to buy certain things.
Oh, yeah.
So it creates a completely photorealistic ID,
Mm-hmm.
making it look like you're older than you are.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you got hella fleshlights coming in the mail.
Yeah, man. One time I was horny enough to pay for pornography.
Do you have to be 18 to get a fleshlight?
Sure.
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea. I was in the middle of a
If you
story.
want to fuck something, fuck it.
Yeah, sure. Just get creative like I did when I was a kid.
Did you see? Go ahead, tell your story.
Well, so one time I spent like $35 on the one and only time to jerk off. And then...
The one and only time?
Yes, to spend money to jerk off. Well, so then I felt... then I was like, oh, man, what the fuck did I do? I was like 25. So I thought, you know what I'll do? I'll call the credit card company and pretend that I have a son who used my credit card. And I don't know why I changed my voice. My voice could be that. And I was like, oh yeah, I see this charge on the thing here. And I talked to my son, and apparently it was some website, and I'd like to see if we can remove the charge. And the lady was like, well, so your son used it? And I said, yes, that's right. And she said, well, as long as it wasn't like fraudulent, there's nothing I can do. And I was like, okay. And then I just I still had access to that particular website for another month or so. But I promptly canceled it and just felt like a real heel for a while after that.
That is the best part. Anytime you sign up for one of those things, you always cancel it immediately, and they're like, well, you still have 30 days, and you're like, I'm good.
Until your clock resets 12 hours later.
And you're like, well, you might as well use it. I paid for this.
Yeah. Oh, God. Speaking of cars, apparently Hyundai and Kia, their cars are like super theft prone, and there's there's like a TikTok challenge, but attorneys general of 23 different states are urging them to take swift action against car thefts. I personally know a couple of people who've had their cars stolen this way.
Kias?
Yeah. No,
Kia challenge.
I think it is a Kia. Yeah, actually. The issue is related to the company's failure to equip vehicles with anti-theft immobilizers, which has been standard equipment on vehicles sold by other manufacturers in the US. Yeah, people do be stealing these cars using USB drives or something.
And maybe AI is pretending to be other people and getting them to do it for them.
Ooh. Man, I wonder if they're going to put telemarketers out of business. I mean, they kind of already do. We get robocalls already.
It'll probably just get worse because you know who really falls for those traps?
Old folks.
Yeah.
Oh, man, can you imagine an AI that's learned your voice and calls your grandma? All my grandparents are dead, shit. So I don't have to worry about this. Yeah, think about that. Someone used
Or you train it in a nice way. Call my grandma.
Ooh. Now there's a hustle culture thing for you.
What I mean? My grandma's on the phone all day now.
Yeah, that's a brilliant hustle culture
talking to me.
thing. You can outsource calls to grandma. Use an AI to train to learn your voice, and you can make all those difficult phone calls that you don't want to make.
That's the thing. Maybe we should stop being scared about all this. Maybe it's just going to make our lives way better.
Way better. Yeah. Hey, call my wife. Talk to my wife for 10 minutes.
I'm talking to my grandma till she falls asleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She's repeating the same stories, but the AI doesn't care. But then what if the AI starts to feel bad and knows what you're doing, and then manipulates your grandma into changing her will? Changing her will
to leave it to the AI.
What the fuck was that?
You said
to change their will. You know, grandma, I've been thinking. I really don't want an inheritance. I would be more comfortable if you donated all your money to my favorite charity,
which is AI.
In fact, I found one great one called AIChatbotCharity.com or something.